right, we're live. Okay, we're live on radio, 103.1 FM, 1050 AM, and we're on social media. Y'all can go to your phones right now and see us. Look for Alicia Reece Soul Food right now, like the page, and we are live. We're live here with a special edition of Alicia Reece Soul Food, live from Brunch Deluxe. Where you at, everybody? And we want to give a big shout out to the McMullen family and Paul and everybody. It's one of the newest spots. We're at 1241 California Avenue. Get here. They have everything. We'll be here till 2 o'clock, but my show ends at 1 o'clock. Come on out, get something to eat, and celebrate, special celebration of my father, Dr. Stephen Reece Sr., 78 years young. But has to get back to work, so I got to get my first guest on real quick. Rob Williams from WXIX. Rob Williams from WXIX. We got multiple microphones, so this microphone is for the live, and then we got microphones that's in front of us and all of that. So Rob Williams, the legend. You see him every night on WXIX. I used to see him every morning. Started with the morning show, just became part of our family. And Dr. Stephen Reece always say, hold up, Rob is on. I can't talk right now. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Williams.
I shared this story with Dr. Reece earlier.
And this will tell you everything you need to know.
Let's see if I can get one. Can I get a little closer to that microphone? This will tell you everything you need to know. When Alicia was running for, I think, a statewide office, you know, they're buying ad time, right? Especially during a political race. And Dr. Reece called the station and told my general manager, the only reason I'm buying time on WXIX Fox 19 is because Rob Williams works here. You know what I mean? I mean, he was like flexing for me, right? And the thing is, I will always be super appreciative of the Reece family, as should all of Cincinnati be proud of the Reece family. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about Dr. Reece, who started his own business when very few Black people were doing it, right? Especially in Cincinnati, Ohio. So hats off to you, sir. You make the road easier for the rest of us. So I appreciate you.
All right, thank you so much. Rob Williams said he got to get back to work. He's got to get ready. So y'all turn him on tonight. And he's got something special. He's got some photos that he'll be sharing today on the news tonight.
Yeah, so I'll be talking about this at 4, 5, and 6 later on today. I'm doing the early shows, and so that's why I gotta leave. But much love to everybody in this room. Because you know what? You want to know something? Every time I come in a room like this, I always feel the love, right? So, and I'm walking out of here lighter than when I came in. So thank you.
Thank you, Rob Williams, WXIX. And he's coming back. He's got a new segment where he goes to restaurants. And he says he's coming back to Brunch Deluxe and be able to taste all the great food.
Quick plug, it's called Chef's Corner. You can find it on YouTube or wherever Fox 19 streams. If you can like it and follow it, I'd appreciate it. You guys have a blessed day and enjoy the food.
All right. Well, come on up here. Dr. Stephen Reece, you stay up here, Dr. Reece. You sit in the audience. Come on up here. We've got some other great guests. I see New Friendship Baptist Church is in the house. Come on up here, Dr. Reece, you sit right here. And then we've got the former NAACP president, and more importantly, the Mallory's family that has been with us. Joe Mallory, you come on up here. Joe, let's give it up. Joe Mallory did an excellent job. Dr. Reece, I know you got a lot to say, but 78 years young, we're celebrating. Also, you have multiple businesses, but Integrity Hall was a place, first Black-owned banquet facility, and there were a lot of things that happened there. You owned the building, you had beauty shop, you turned it into an entrepreneurship center. Dirt basement to Integrity Hall. Above it, you had your offices. Communiplex that was in business for even more years. Advertising, marketing, consulting, and promotions. You had a kitchen, you turned into a beauty salon. Remember that? And, yeah, Joe, you come on this side, we can't see you. And you took a downstairs warehouse and turned that into a daycare. And upstairs, you had a warehouse you turned into apartments, and I stayed in them. Boy, I hated when I had to move. But you've been a developer, an entrepreneur, you started in music business, your own record label, all those things. God has truly blessed you. We're going to celebrate Dr. Steve Reece, sing a birthday. Give a big round of applause. But I wanted to, before I go to you, Dr. Reece, I got to go to the Mallory family. Joe Mallory, you admired what you call old man Mallory, your dad, and you came up through that rank, but we had a lot of stuff. Joe, you were at Integrity Hall a lot of times.
Yeah, a lot of parties.
Talk about it.
Well, I said on the video, I went to many parties over there. You know, sometimes we had people to rent the place out, and we invite people to have big parties over at Integrity Hall. Actually, the NLCP used to meet over at Integrity Hall. If everybody remembers that. That was one of the meeting places over the years. So Integrity Hall was really an integral piece of the Black community. And Dr. Reece having Integrity Hall was a place that everybody could utilize. And you know, you're supporting a Black-owned business, so you're keeping money in the community, which is what we love.
Yeah, and so many events. I mean, thousands of events. You know, it's so important in our community to go back. Dr. Reece, you were downtown, and I was a teenager. Thought we was living it up. Thought we made it downtown at 35 East 7th Street. And then you said, "No, we going to Bond Hill, and we gonna take this empty warehouse, and we gonna turn this into a multiplex." And I said, "Man, this is the Jefferson's going backwards. What in the world are you getting ready to do?" But Joe, that's so important as being from a strong family yourself, the Mallory family.
Well, first of all, you know, Dr. Reece is visionary, and I think you inherited a lot of that because you're a visionary as well. And one thing I like about what you do is you always remind people about the history. And my father always told us that we have to document our own history because no one else will. Right. So you have to always remind people, because sometimes people forget all the things you've done. So I applaud you for things that you've done in the community, being a visionary, but Dr. Reece being the visionary that he is, and you continually remind everybody about the great things that he has done over the years for the Black community. All
right, we're here at Brunch Deluxe, right here in California Avenue, 1241, California. And it's just, man, Dr. Reece, I said, I wanted to come back there. Somebody get Paul, because I own her. I want him to come. Jackie, I want you to come. You can talk about, you have some stories about catering at Integrity Hall. But Dr. Reece, give us, I know we're going to talk more about it, but 78 years today.
Let me say this. This morning when I woke up, I pulled the cover down from over my face. And I looked, I peeped, I touched myself. I got up, I stood up, looked out the window. I said, God has given me another day. He's given me another day. Because they could have walked in and said, well, he's dead. You know, he's gone. And then I walked into the restroom and I said, you know, Lord, you've helped me over all these times being an independent, diversified entrepreneur and doing so many things. And you planted so many ideas in there. And many of those ideas I didn't have money for, but you showed me how to get some money somewhere to do it. So I'm just happy. I'm just kind of celebrating myself, but I'm just thanking him for giving me another day.
Yeah.
He did not have to give me today.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't have to give me today. So I appreciate everybody that's here and coming out. I appreciate all the people that came to Integrity Hall from 1988 to 2015. We had over 5,000 people. We used all African Americans. We had a good team. My wife Barbara was excellent at decorating and doing all the things that need to be done, and my job was to go out and get the business, and I tried to do that. And we're just so happy. We have so many stories we can tell, but we don't take up all the time. We want to get the people on. So let me say to you thank you very much, and thank you for what you're doing for the people. And you carried on and get a 513 bus. You've got the Black Music Walk of Fame going. You got the Veterans Program going. What good is a title? What good is a title? And you don't do nothing for the people.
That's right.
You can't put the title, can't take it with you. And once we close the door, close the casket, you got to wait on God to see if you met what He asked you to do. You can't get up there and say, well, I was an entrepreneur and I was a business. He ain't interested. He said, I gave you this talent to do this. Explain to me what you did with it. And if you have nothing to say, he said, well, you get over in this group. You get over here with these people. So my thing is that we are to help people, love people, and do all we can with what we got. And it's not what somebody else got. It's what you got. And I've always felt that God would judge me on what I got, not what somebody else got.
Right.
And He said, take what you got and try to make the maximum out of it, and then keep me first and pray. And have the faith and let me work. Don't you try to outwork me. I'll do the work. You let me work. Because what I see, you don't see. I hear them when you don't hear them. I'm behind the door. I'm in the room. I'm hearing what they're saying. You don't hear it. So I know which way I should take you. Now all I ask you to do is follow me. So I'm just appreciative for everybody doing it. Still think enough of me to come and be here. And I'm glad to be here in this Black business. Because I started Black business, started 1 Operation Step Up at 515 Mellish, 1968. I started Communiplex Services, 1976, 35 East 7th Street, down Executive Building. I started the building with Integrity Hall in 1988, and it sold in 2015. They said, why did you sell it? I had a team. I had a very good team, very dedicated team, my wife and all, and they died. And when they died, God whispered in my ear and said, uh-oh, that's enough. I gave you the tools you need. You're never going to have a long group like this ever again. I want you to move on. So we tried to do that. So I want y'all to understand that. And I want to say to Paul, I appreciate it because I understand the struggle. Getting a business is one thing, but keeping a business is another thing. And I want to see you be able to keep your business so when it's 28, 25 years from now, you'll be saying, hey, 25 years ago we had a business. And we did this and we expanded it, we did this and we did that and we did this. And I was out this morning and I stopped. I was out at 8 o'clock this morning. I went up on the corner and I looked across the street where Integrity Hall was, and they got some building up there. And then I looked over on the other side where the Cincinnati Gardens was. That's where Aretha Franklin gave me my first contract to promote her show. We got 10,000 people. It's gone. And then I went down the street where the Reds had the Urban Academy. And that's where I pitched my first no-hitter to win the championship. And I looked at all 3 places. I said, isn't that amazing how God, right up in this one area, used me and used my talent right up in that one area to do so many different things for so many people. Thank you.
And let me say, Dr. Stephen Reece Sr., and we're talking 78 years young. Happy birthday in his right mind and everything. I thank God to have him as a father and teacher and we're blessed to have him as an entrepreneur. We gonna come back to me, Daddy. You done said a lot about me, but I got to bring up the congressman from the first congressional. You don't go nowhere. You birthday guy. First congressional district that's in the building. And Paul, you don't go nowhere. You get on up here to ownership. You over here. We got our Alicia Reece Soul Food. We're live, and we're every Friday, y'all. I'm on every Friday live, 12 noon to 1 p.m. You don't want to catch me Friday, you can get the replay. I'm on every Saturday with the replay. Start at 7 p.m. I'm on 103.1 FM, the gospel station, 1050 a.m. And this is my third radio show. Me and my dad used to have a show called Reece and Reece, 2 point guards. Two Reeses, because we both played for Withrow High School, greatest high school in America. Yeah, Withrow High School. But we had a great show. We also, my dad had his first show. I was a little girl. He was on WCIN for over 12 years. Every Sunday called What Are the Issues? And I kept telling my mom, why I got to go down there? Can I go and play? I don't need to know about what are the issues. I'm just a little girl. But thank God I got a chance to hear him. But first I want to talk to our congressman, Greg Landsman's in the building.
I just want to stop by and say happy birthday. Congratulations. This is beautiful. This is a cool space. For those of you who are just watching online, you guys come by. The food is unbelievable. It looks great. And it's just such a cool spot. Like down the road is just cooking, and she's done so well down there. And just to have this place, and hopefully it'll be a whole corridor. But I just very excited, and I'm grateful that y'all made the investment, and it's going to take off. So we'll do events here. We'll spend time here. We'll spend our money here, but we'll just want to stop by and say congratulations and have a great day.
Well, Congressman, before you leave, you were at Integrity Hall. You weren't a congressman then, but you've been to Integrity Hall back in the day in Bond Hill, and now we have Brunch Deluxe here as well. But we did a lot of get out to vote, and the congressman, I want to thank him, because when I said they're getting ready to check your IDs, everybody got quiet. They said, oh, Reece, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I said, people will be disqualified. I called up the congressman, and we teamed up. I said, listen, we've got to do a check your ID campaign, and we saved a lot of votes. Not only did we get reelected, I got thousands more votes, he got 1,000 more votes, but more importantly, they made sure that your vote counted. A lot of people didn't know they had some new rules. And so I just want to thank the congressman. We're getting ready to launch our Get Out to Vote voter registration. Voter is essential campaign again, because every single election is important. We're not on the ballot right now, neither one of us, but we want to make sure every election you're able to count the vote. But I learned all that Get Out to Vote voter registration from Dr. Reece. We had 3 presidential candidates. This was huge, to come into a Black-owned facility. Presidential, Jesse Jackson, Bradley, and Dean all was coming to the community, and we had countless others that he has advised and consulted. He was doing consulting before me, and then finally my mother said, well, she's running, you need to help your daughter, because he helped so many candidates and so many levies, good school board, etc. So I know, Landsman, you had a chance, you were at Integrity Hall many times as well.
Yeah, I mean, Integrity Hall was, where I sort of learned about Cincinnati politics. I mean, it was the place to be, and where all these major events happened. I worked for Bill Bradley. I didn't know he went to Integrity. I mean, it didn't surprise me, but I worked for Bill Bradley when he ran for president. And I had an event there, and I remember my dad flew into town because he wanted to meet Steve Reece. I don't know if you remember that we sat there and talked to you the whole time. It was a big part of his history, and he thought it was cool that I was doing an event there and with Steve Reece, and so it's and just now having this place, it is really remarkable, and I suspect you're going to see the same thing here, which is like not only like good food and people having a good time thinking, but this will be a place of community and where sort of the community and the powerful come together to do good things. So God bless you both. I gotta get out of here, but thank you.
All right, Congressman, we know you got to go. Get him some collard greens and cornbread on the way. He gonna need it in Washington. He needs some collard greens, cornbread, and some chicken wings. So he got a fight ahead of him. Thank you, Paul. Come on up here, Paul. You know, when I heard Paul, I was here for his ribbon cutting. He said, "Gentlemen, Commissioner Reece." I said, "Man, I'm not dressed, but I gotta be here." And I learned at the last minute. I got here. The next day, I brought my dad here, and we were here. And I said, "Daddy, you gotta come here. You gotta see this place. We gotta eat." Then my brother called me and said, "Man, Paul, man, we go way back. Basketball, coach ball. I mean, all of that." And then we were here again, and you said, "Man, me and my wife put our own money up to invest in Bond Hill," and it triggered. I said, "Wait a minute. I watched my mom and my dad put their own money up and have to do it themselves to make it." I said, "This is where we got to be." I want to have my dad and what he did, to know that what he did in Bond Hill with his building, it did not be in vain for 28 years. And then, Paul, you told me, wait a minute, because my brother came in town last week. We said we got to go to Paul's place. And then you start talking about the youth events that my dad used to have, Dr. Reece and Barbara, my mom. Free events, stop the violence, bring the youth together, sports events, all of that. And you said, I was in the room and I would watch them. And now you look, man, how God, you know, somebody gonna come in this room and look at you and your wife and your family. And I like to see how you got your family working, because that's how my mama did. They're always putting us to work. And I just love it. So it just, I said, this has to be for Dr. Reece's 78th birthday. Paul, the owner of Brunch Deluxe, y'all get down here. I want to tell everybody, we got menus. Y'all got menus. The food is unbelievable. Get you something to eat. I see everybody eating right now. Chicken wings, I see you. I see you. Davis over there. Okay, tell us about today and then why this is so important.
So to actually get to honor Dr. Reece in this space is a great thing. We grew up knowing, learning, interacting with sports, seeing everything that was going on at Integrity Hall. Obviously, I grew up with Steve. We came through the same area playing sports, things of that nature. Was fortunate enough to see how your mom and dad were working with the community, working with the youth. And it's just a great thing that now we can be in the same neighborhood. My wife and family and I can be in the same neighborhood doing pretty much exactly the same things. We've had so far bridal showers here. We've had opportunities to host repasses. We've had opportunities to host people running for Congress, city council. The list goes on. And it's really just a full circle for what your mom and dad brought to the table years ago, and we were raised and fortunate to be able to see.
The story before the glory. That's what Alicia Reece Soul Food is about. And you know it's soul food, so I got to taste the soul food. I'm telling y'all, I got to put a check mark approved on the food here. The food is amazing. Just walked in, and I might have to switch seats, Paul, or something. No, Dr. Reece, where do you think you're going? Or if I don't know, we can pull this back so we can see. I think we can pull it back so we can see everybody. We got the one and only, another outstanding Withrow Tiger. Paul, what school did you go to?
The best high school, Aiken High School.
Hermano, where you at? Woo. Well, you know, they number 2. We get Aiken number 2. The purple was nice. But nothing like the Withrow Tigers. We done surrounded Aiken now. We got some more Withrow Tigers. Princess Hearns out here in the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Princess Hearns. Okay, we got the one and only Pastor KZ Smith is in the house. Withrow Tiger. Proud Tiger. Proud Tiger. Where them Tigers at? We gonna change the song where the band's at to where them Tigers at. Where in here. Oh man, the Tigers are surrounded the building in here. I don't know. Aiken, where you at? Y'all get down here. CPS. Who gonna get the most? I see Jackie over there talking about Walnut Hills. You know, she want to keep it real sophisticated. Walnut Hills is in the house. I see that. I see it, Dave. Walnut Hills has arrived. All right. And we got, of course, the wonderful first lady here of Corinthian Baptist Church. But listen, KB Smith, what we got going on? This Dr. Stephen Reece, Tiger. What we got, Doctor?
Well, first of all, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that's within me. Bless his holy name. It's truly good to be here, to be up here at the Lux. You've done a wonderful job with this place. You have done an outstanding job with this. And I tell you, it looks very nice. And also, just want to say happy birthday to my friend, Brother Steve. You know, so many things we can say about him, from Integrity Hall to the talent shows, to being a promoter, to how you invested in your daughter so she could become all that she is right now. So again, we thank God for you, and going back with Barbara as well. And so again, it's a lot to say, but happy birthday. And if I can just pat myself on the back for a minute, I'm glad we both were inducted into Withrow's Hall of Fame in the same year. In the same year, we both went into the Hall of Fame, and so I'm glad to be with Dr. Reece. And I just wanted to come up, my wife and I, Connie, just wanted to come up to say happy birthday. Keep up the good work. I want to say, when I think about one of the things in Integrity Hall, when Dorothy Height came to town for the Black Family Reunion, it started in Integrity Hall. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, 1989. 1989, when Dorothy Height came, it started there in Integrity Hall. And you've had so many great events there as well. You know, again, just known as the ultimate businessman. And again, we thank God for you. And so again, I just come to say happy birthday, and my wife was happy.
Happy birthday, Dad.
And so again, Dr. Melvin, I just left Jeremiah Davis. I just left Jeremiah Davis, my appointment. Good to see JC Battle back there as well. Again, just left there. But again, we just wanted to come say happy birthday. We love you. You, your daughter, Alicia as well. I tell you, she is, I always call her the hardest working elected official here in Hamilton County. And so again, keep up the good work as well.
Thank you so much. And we want to make sure Spencer, where's Spencer at? He's our correspondent today. And we're recording stories about Integrity Hall. Just like you said, a lot of things started at Integrity Hall. The Black Chamber started at Integrity Hall. It was an idea. My dad had made me put together an entrepreneurship summit. It was packed. And he got up with Klingman. He said, hey, go ahead. This is an idea whose time has come. And in that room, Black businesses, barbershops, beauty shops, small businesses went out of their pocket, put the first money up to start the Black Chamber. What y'all also don't know, he volunteered me to be the first volunteer secretary. I've done a lot of volunteering. People owe me some money. But volunteer secretary, and the Black Chamber gave them free rent until they could get their building, was at our building at Integrity Hall. That happened. Dorothy Heights. So you'll see on the video, I want to thank Miss Aziza, Sissy Black Travel put together some of the photos. You'll see them on here. You'll see Dr. Dorothy Height, who started Black family reunions across the whole country. She's the founder, and she was at Integrity Hall, and there's a photo of her there at Integrity Hall. So those are so many big things that happen out of there, and you'll have the similar stories here because we didn't have nowhere to go. And we were having Universal Circus when it first came to Cincinnati. When they said we need to have a place for the community, they had it at Integrity Hall. That's the first time my mom let animals inside Integrity Hall. And she didn't play that. You know? Tom Joyner came. First time coming to Cincinnati, he was at Integrity Hall. Maxine Waters, Auntie Maxine, Congresswoman, came from me at Integrity Hall and endorsed me. Jerry Springer, y'all know Jerry was at Integrity Hall 2 or 3 times speaking. So the list goes on and on as I'm remembering things. So we're trying to record those things. Spencer's our correspondent. Go over here under Brunch Deluxe, and he will take your stories because we can't let the stories die. They're trying to take our history. Now, Paul, you wanted to say something about CEAI, which I will let you say something. But do you know how CEAI came about? Pastor, you may remember this. I was a state representative, president of the Ohio Legislative Black Caucus. They were talking about black on black crime, but no money. I said, hey, we need a 3CDC type model in the black community. Went and talked to Pastor Damon Lynch and others, and I said, let's have a press conference. We had a press conference for $50 million, and I said, here is the blueprint. Then they said, well, we need somebody that knows this stuff. They brought in Dr. Stephen Reece Sr. to a meeting of how do you make this thing become institutionalized. Out of that came the CEAI, and CEAI is the reason that Paul is here with Brunch Deluxe. Years later, I done went on and it's still continuing. That's the kind of stuff we gotta have in the community. It was supposed to be the grocery store, they thought, but God said it's got to be a lot more. And so they brought Paul and his wife.
So yeah, she just gave everyone the story behind how we got here. We're appreciative, very appreciative. Ms. Reece was very appreciative of CEAI because without those collective people, we would not have the opportunity to be in this space, to be able to provide this community hub, to be able to provide something that in somewhat will try to resemble and look like what Integrity Hall provided to our community years ago. So again, just wanted to make sure we shout out the people that made it possible for me, myself, and my family to be in this space. And what CEAI has done is created an avenue, not just for us to be in a space to rent, but for us to be in a space and to put us in a position to purchase. And that's very important. Ownership is very important. So we're not just in a space and, just kind of getting milk, getting rent, but we're in a space to purchase this space. We're in the process of purchasing, and the community will still build up. CAI has other properties and things around here that they're doing in collaboration with the city. Got housing going right across the street. So both grass lots that we're using for parking right now, eventually in the upcoming months and year, that will be housing. So more development coming in partnership with the county, in partnership with the city, and in partnership with CEAI. And Brunch Deluxe will be here. We'll be a community hub, and we have in the upcoming weeks some huge announcements that we're going to do some other things, some renovation to some space and add some more value to our community.
Awesome. We're here for Dr. Reece's birthday, so I won't get into all the particulars, but what I will say, I'm super proud of, I'm about ownership, and I learned that from him. And for the first time in history, I've been working on it for 3 years, we have a product at the county. First of all, we have an Office of Small Business we've never had. We have a small business that we never had. And now we have a $500,000 I was able to get in the budget to help put your down payment for commercial property. So there's nothing in there, nobody has anything. We will pay 50% of your down payment for you to own a commercial property through the 504 loan program. But I'm not here to get into that. I'm here for birthday cake and have a good time. Y'all ready to have a good time? Alicia Reece Soul Food. The Window Tiger got one thing to say. Aiken had something to say. Now Window Tiger got something else to say. What we got?
Well, first of all, as relates to Aiken, that's what would happen after we would play you all. You all would be aching the rest of the night. But when you had your documentary made there, Corinthian, I met Big Rob, and we were talking about what used to be called the Jazz Festival, which is now the Musical Festival. And I was telling you how my uncle, Willie Price, used to work for the Jazz Festival with the family. And you said, Willie's your uncle? And went into the history now of how you got my uncle the job working with the family, and then the different things he was able to do. So I want to thank you, because my uncle Willie loved promotion, and you really helped him with that. So thank you for all that you did.
Thank you so much. Okay, Pastor Casey Smith, the first lady, we gotta get you on video. Spencer's up there. We're gonna get you on video. Do not leave without some nice soul food, okay? Because, I done tasted it and it passed the test. Y'all think the food good here, y'all? Give it up. Do not leave without ordering something. Taking it to go. Now, with that, we're live on radio. With that, we're live on 103.1. And I want to bring in, where's he at? Daryl, where you at? So come on up here. Came in straight from Dayton, Ohio. Daryl, come on up here. Oh, you eating? You trying to eat? But you got to order. Dr. Mel, I want the Masons to get up. Everybody has the Masons. Prince Al Mason, Dr. Melvin. Dr. Melvin, he gets special treatment. He keeps me on my feet. We're going to get new friendship in a minute. Dr. Melvin's up here. I have a seat right here. Dr. Melvin, you right over here. You're sitting right next to me to make sure you can check all my vitals. Make sure I'm okay. Want to give a big shout out to Aziza Dubia and Christian from 103.1 FM. My team, give them a big round of applause. Keeping me on the radio. Big round of applause to my staff. Veda Stevens, chief of staff, just walked in. Jackie Tiger Boyd, thank y'all. Give them a big round of applause. They work very hard. Very hard. Their chicken wings are on me today. They work so hard. I see Angelina. We're going to get her in 1 second. But we're doing the Masons, because one big thing about my dad, he is a true Prince Hall Mason. So, Daryl, I'm going to let you, I think that's protocol. I'm going to let you say something.
First of all, I'm honored to be here, and thank you for this outstanding occasion. And those of you who come out to celebrate a living legend. We've been together for more than 40 years, and I served as Right Works for Grand Trustee at Large when he both worked for Grand Master, when he created several programs for the community, most importantly with U.S. Bank, when we got those housing loans. So he's been doing this since '93, where we had our own credit card, our own bank accounts, and he was saving over $10,000 on loans for new homeowners. So he had several programs like that, but on behalf of the deputy of the Desert of Ohio, for all the Shriners in the 47th Imperial Potentate throughout the world, he sent me here to tell you that Godspeed. He appreciates your leadership for all the years that you brought all these temples from all over the world with the parades, all over the country. You public relations director, and you put us on the map, and we will be having Imperial Council in Cleveland, Ohio in 2027, thanks to Dr. Reece. Let's give him a round of applause. And thanks for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you. Okay, I gotta have Doc real quick. I know he wears two hats. First of all, we call him Uncle Daryl. We grew up with the Masonic family, our family. My brother called earlier to my dad. He's coaches, so he can't be here today. Coach Steve Reece, my sister, she's number 2. She runs the recreation. She was here, then had to run off, but she's gonna come back in. But we call him Uncle Daryl because we were raised with him and his children. So thank you so much for coming in from Dayton, Ohio. Doc, what we got, I want to make sure my vitals are good. Can I eat some more chicken, please? I got to have a little macaroni and cheese. I am going to get the greens, so I will have my vegetables. But please, can I get some biscuits? And please, I got to get something, some grits, some eggs. We're at Brunch Deluxe, although they do have healthy options. Let me say that. They do have the healthy options. I just want the other ones. Doc, what we got?
Well, Alicia, as always, certainly I got your back. And I told you, Alicia, the health care of an individual is a journey, not a destination. So during this journey, you are able to have some extra biscuits and gravy, as long as you have some greens and green beans on the side. Now, I told you that all along. So I've taken care of Alicia for many, many years, and you know, they always have said behind a successful man is a strong woman. Behind a successful woman is a strong black doctor. And that's where I'm gonna leave that at today. Alicia, I got your back, there's no doubt about it. But I wanna say this, Steve Reece and all of us, we grew up in Evanston basically, and we went to Withrow. And KZ Smith is right. As long as you got a tiger on your team, you can have sugar frosted flakes that are great. As long as you have a tiger on your team. See, I'm a Withrow tiger also. This table's full of tigers. Don't get it twisted. But so, Steve, I just thank you so much because I'm a member of your lodge, Gothic Lodge number 122, been in the Masons now since 1997, hold some other positions now as the Imperial Physician and the Grand Physician for the state of Ohio and so forth. And in that capacity, what I'm trying to do is the same thing I've done my whole life, Steve, and that is look out for my community and try to make a difference and so forth. And that's what we've done, and I follow in your lead because you have made a tremendous difference. If nothing else, by creating Alicia Reece. And she is the greatest politician that we have in the city, probably in history, right next to Ted Berry. But I'm so thankful to be here with you all this morning. I came by, I'm glad you had it on Friday, because I don't work on Friday. I'm a Monday through Thursday guy. And so it is a pleasure to be here, an honor to be sharing any position on stage with you, Dr. Reece and Alicia, and wherever I can, and wherever I can have an impact, I'm always certainly happy and glad to do it. It is an honor for me. The measure you give is the measure you get back, and what you've done in our community, Steve, is monumental, and there was only, and is only one Stephen Reece, Dr. Stephen Reece, the Withrow Tiger. All right, thank you all so much.
Tiger there. Doc, gonna get you something to eat, and I know you did a lot of dance at that Integrity Hall. He knows all the dance moves, so we'll do a little bit today. I gotta go to Brother Davis, and then we're gonna bring some other people up as my show. I want to get everybody in. But Brother Davis.
All right, for those who know me, I got my start in masonry through this young man they call Dr. Stephen Reece. He asked me to do something, and he had a big vision that I didn't see. He asked me to look at the youth, and I turned him down. You remember that, sir? That's right. I turned him down because I didn't think I can do it. Well, today, I'm over youth across the United States. We just had an event in Charlotte, had 1,000 youth at present, all based on his vision years ago about bringing the youth together. He also led the state of Ohio with a vision. I've been copying him ever since. He was Grand Master, what year was that? In 93, 95, and he did something, he had a report card. He had everybody grade what he did. And he checked it off. He said, is it done? He said, put a check in the box. And we've been following his lead ever since. What a visionary. And one thing about the Tigers, I love Tigers. I really do. I love Tigers. But I'm an eagle. One is eagle. And we put our wings over the Tigers. So we shade them. We give them shade so they can be covered at all times. So y'all always covered by the eagles or what it is.
On that note, Davis, thank you very much. You and Jackie go over there, 2 eagles. Fly like an eagle. But ain't nothing like the tiger on the ground. All right, go. We love it. Cincinnati Public Schools. Give it up if you graduated from Cincinnati Public Schools, man. We got some great public school graduates. Okay, I need y'all to go over there with our correspondent, Spencer, and give them your Integrity Hall story. One of the things, another thing about Integrity Hall, Dr. Stephen Reece Sr., never been done before. Went to the bank, the president of the bank, came up with an idea called loan-a-thon. Loan-a-thon. And did $7.8 million in loans. It took place at Integrity Hall. It was done during Martin Luther King holiday. $7.8 million went out in loans in the black community. He came up with this idea, made me go to work on it. Once again, man, Dr. Reece gonna make some money. But the loan-a-thon, then he created a credit card for the Masons. Every time you used it, it went to a scholarship. Never been done before. His thing was people without vision will perish. It's time for action. That's today. So when y'all see me with report to the people, all that came from him. I took his thing and put my mix on it. But no one has ever done it before. Going to a black banquet hall, they brought all the laptops, all the computers, all the people making decisions, and you were approved on the spot. $7.8 million. And he came back with a car-a-thon and did the same thing, and people left with cars. This man got a legacy. All right, y'all Masons, y'all go there and tell Spencer, our correspondent, how great all your memories from Integrity Hall. All right, Angelina Moreno-Jones, where are you at? Is she still here? Oh, yes. And by the way, we talked about the Black Chamber of Commerce started it there. He brought the Japanese Chamber of Commerce into Integrity Hall. Mr. Humphreys, come on over here too. Mr. Robert Humphreys, y'all get him over here. Angelina, come on over here. Come on up, Angelina. Yeah, over here. We're live. Dr. Reece, over here. Have a seat. Dr. Reece, where are you going? He's still giving directions. Sure. Dr. Reece, over here. Spencer needs you on the over there. Jackie, can you make sure Spencer, the correspondent, gets the Masons? Okay, we've got Angelina Moreno-Jones, Eastern personnel, one of the longest serving black women-owned businesses in Cincinnati and the region. Welcome.
Thank you, and happy birthday, Steve.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell you about my memories at Integrity Hall. I went there so many times I couldn't even count them. But I'm telling you, it was always laid out nice, very neat. It was the only place we had to go for banquets, etc. There was always something nice on the table, and the food was always good.
Right.
But my biggest and best memory is when you and Cleveland brought everybody together to start the African American Chamber.
Oh,
That was a memory. That's what set my mind on doing things in our communities. And it just altered me into being a better business person. So I thank you for that, because if it hadn't been for you bringing all of us together, that would not have happened. So thank you and happy birthday.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Eastern personnel. All these stories. Make sure, Angelina, give it our correspondent. We want to get that on record. We have to record our history. And we've got Mr. Humphreys, who is here with, always been a family friend, well, Miss Black Cincinnati, Miss Black Teen Cincinnati. And a lot of people don't know, he had his office and headquarters there. I remember they had the trainings and everything in the building at Integrity Hall, Reece Executive Suites. Mr. Humphrey.
Hey, Steve. Hey, what's up, Steve? I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. You know, may you have many more to come as well. And Alicia, my fondest memory, well, I kind of think of the Communiplex, you know, and for Communiplex, you know, to Integrity Hall. Now, I recall I was there at the grand opening as well for Integrity Hall, and during the time period in the middle part of my Miss Black Cincinnati pageant, I went to Steve and shared with him, you know, that I was looking for an office space that we could do our recruitment and registrations, you know, for the Miss Black Cincinnati pageant. And him and his wife Barbara, you know, opened up their doors to me, in always Paris Unlimited, so we can have our office space. We had the deluxe office space on the first floor before you go into the main ballroom, and our training was in the back of the one room there. But anytime we did special events, fashion shows, receptions or whatever, the room was always set perfectly. Everything was in place. From the curtains to the rods, to every decoration you could think of was in place, for our events. And I'd like to thank Steve for providing me with a moment in my life as a private investigator, which I held a license for a number of years. And most of my work was done, as a security, protective services, which I learned in the military. I did. And Steve called me up and asked me if I could provide security for none other than the Reverend Jesse Jackson when he first ran for president, and was the real first candidate and front runner at that time, I believe, of the Democratic Party for the nomination of president. So I was able to pick him up at the airport with Steve, and we rode in the limousine, brought him back to Integrity Hall where he spoke at. That was something I will always cherish, Steve, and always remember that. And thank you, for that opportunity there, and to expand it. Not only did it expand there, it led me with opportunities, not one, not twice, but 3 times as a security personnel for Barack Obama as a driver in his motorcade for him as well. So Steve, thank you. Happy birthday to you once again, Alicia. Thank you once again for all you do in the community. And also, I'll tell this in real quick. Steve was the promoter of Aaron Pryor.
Yes.
Dr. Pryor held press conferences out of Integrity Hall for Aaron Pryor back in the day. First one.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, let's give it up. Happy birthday, Dr. Alicia Reece Sr.'s 78th birthday. I want to get the both of y'all over on the green over there under the Brunch Deluxe. Our correspondent, Spencer, is taking that. I would like to have, is that Wink back there? Let's see, is that Wink? Come on up here, Wink, because one of the things Dr. Reece is about is helping young people, and now these young people grown up. Pastor Quentin Monroe is in the house. Pastor Quentin Monroe is in the house. Come on up here, Wink. I know we're going to be winding down. Wink, tell us. Well, I'm sorry, Brandon, Elliot, I'm promising. My father has nicknames for everybody growing up, right? Everybody. He's like, what was their real names? Brandon, Elliot. Talk about Dr. Reece and 78th birthday.
First off, happy birthday, Dr. Mr. Stephen Reece Sr. I love you. Took me down to City Hall with gold teeth in my mouth. Imagine that. This is a father figure, motivation in my life. Someone that took me in, him and Miss Barber. Miss Barber was my go-to. She let them know what to do, and they had to do it. I loved her, she loved me. But I was down in City Hall. I was over at Communiplex working hard. In there, some days tired, and Mr. Reece come through that door and put a spark in me. I mean, every day of my life, if I was tired, if I was worn out, whatever it is, motivation came in that door. Next thing you know, I was up and moving. We're in the streets again, all over, campaigning everywhere, thanks to this motivation, this man right here. So thank you, Mr. Reece. Happy birthday. You already know. Yes, it's Wink. It's Brandon Elliott. I'm on the scene, and I appreciate everything you've done for me in my life. Thank you.
Dr. Reece would have everybody, all the young people, they get to sleep on the floor in the house. I couldn't have no company. He had a whole basketball team. I said, where all these people come from? I thought y'all was strict. They thought, no, they family. Want to give a shout out Rashid Mohammed here, our cousin, and all of our family cousins. They're here. Put your hands up. Give them a big round of applause. And Jackie, as you come up here, Malcolm Timmons is in here. Come on up quickly. Oh, Karen Jones and Pie Face Jones. See, we had all those names. Y'all hear that? Pie Face Jones. Not just Karen Jones. Okay, I'm winding down, but Jackie, Integrity Hall, you had a special story. You were a catering company.
So I had a catering company that was called Cuisines. We started in business, I think that was 1990. And I remember coming to Integrity Hall and I would have a client with a budget of $300 for 100 people. And so I go into Integrity Hall and then I have to see Miss Barbara's face. And she gonna tell me, oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. I'm like, doggone it. By the time it was over, I had spent $300 just to put on a $300 event. But it was always gonna be in excellence and quality. So I knew it. It's gonna cost me some money when I go to Integrity Hall because she's gonna make me elevate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Integrity Hall, there you couldn't come in places with catering and flowers and those kind of things. Integrity Hall allowed people to do it and were able to step up their game. And you can go to Alicia Reece Soulful page, you'll hear some stories from others who talk about that. Charlie talks about it, Blossoms talks about it, and some others. Margaret Tibbetts, I know my time is winding down, but I want you to say something real fast because I know standing up for the Metro drivers happened at Integrity Hall.
Thank you, Alicia. This is my man, 100 grand. I'm retired Metro. I did that for 34 years. But during that time getting there, we weren't always as diverse. This young man came in and shut all that down, and hey, check this to this day. And I'm telling you, we gotta talk about my other point of that stuff, what you told me to do. And I didn't do it, but that's okay, I'm already down. But I'm telling you, Alicia, you got a winner right here. Knowledge on top of knowledge. I love you to life, my friend.
Tell you, a lot of impact at Integrity Hall. So when you see diverse bus drivers and moving up, Integrity Hall had to meet. We had to have some place they could meet at. I see Russ here from the Avondale Redevelopments and make sure all of you, Velvet Greer right here, the photographer of all times, y'all. Put your hands up. Rail back in the back. He's here. That's a big man, legend. We got so many legends in here. Don't forget, we're going to be here until 2 o'clock. Come on down. Get you something to eat. Make sure you don't come in and just sit around. Get you something to eat. This food is good. I'm going to taste the greens today for the first time. And we're going to get pictures taken. But before that, I've got to ask, I'm going to put her on the spot. Princess Hearn, please come. From Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, we got to sing a real birthday. Go ahead and get warmed up, but you're going to lead us in happy birthday. And you got 30 seconds to get yourself warmed up. And come on up here. She got about, give it up, y'all. Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame influencer. And New Friendship Baptist Church member. Y'all getting ready, y'all getting warmed up. Dr. Stephen Reece, I want to tell you, Daddy, I love you. We love you. The community loves you. Thank you for all you've done. Thank you for everything you showed us. We're going to dance after this. So y'all come on now. We're at Brunch 1241, California. But now it's time for a birthday. And let's get it. Princess Hearn. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Come on, y'all. Happy birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Dr. Steve. Can I just take a moment? I was 14 years old and I had the opportunity to be a part of a community source, Dr. Reece. It was called Operation Step Up, and we had an opportunity to showcase our talents. I was 14 years old then. I'm 71 years old now, and I was inducted into the Cincinnati
Music Walk of Fame. I was the lead singer of a group called the 24 Karat Black, and we've been deemed the most sampled music in music hip hop industry. I mean, I'm talking about Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar, Digital Planet, Nas, Jay-Z. It's just phenomenal, and I'm still alive. Many didn't make it, but I'm still alive, and I'm still singing to the glory of the Lord because He brought me a mighty long way, and I'm just a witness to His glory. He'll keep you. And I've got a Cinderella story. My coach turned into a pumpkin, but I was able to ride my coach again. Thank you, Jesus.
All right, y'all. It's party's not over, but my show is over. Y'all can hear it again on Saturday. Like us on Facebook, Alicia Reece Soul Food. We'll give it up. Tim Burke, former head of the Hamilton County Democratic Party, went to college with Dr. Stephen Reece at Xavier University. He was with Jerry Springer. My dad was with Ted Berry, and they were shaking it all the way up. Give it up for Tim Burke. Yes. Okay, now what we're going to do real quick, I want everybody to, we're going to put the music back on, we're going to take pictures, but I need one group picture, Paul. We're going to turn, everybody stay where they are. We're going to move in. I need my photographer. Y'all give it up for the Alicia Reece Soul Food Show, y'all, please. And we're going to taste this extra soul. So what we're going to do is come in. Everybody come in this way for one time. Dr. Reece, come on over. Cynthia, what time?